Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Matthew, also known as RedFlyer. It's been a long time since I filmed a vlog like this. I say that every time I film a vlog too, but we're out here. It's pretty cold today. I'm here with Shashank.
Yo.
Shashank's helping me out with the video today. It's like the middle of November. It's maybe like, what, 40 degrees out? Yeah, we're hustling. We're out here making content for you guys. And today, we're here filming the 2015 Infiniti Q50. If you follow me on my YouTube Instagram account, you might have seen that this car has been my daily for the past couple months. It also has a lot of sentimental value to me because this was the car I learned how to drive on. I took my driver's test in this car, and it's always been kind of like the fastest car I ever drove, the coolest car I ever drove for a long time. And now I've had the pleasure of driving it for the past month or so. I get it for another month, and then we will be turning it in. And it has a good replacement. That'll be in the next video, coming soon. But it's a pretty cool car, so I wanted to show you guys around and kind of show you the things I appreciate about the Infiniti Q50. It's pretty clean, but it's a little dirty down there. I apologize for that. We did wash it yesterday, but of course we're here in Seattle, so it rained again today. It's a little covered in water, but you know, it's okay. It's all good. Got those little raindrops. It's kind of an effect though. It's a good effect, and you can see the windows are already frosting after like 2 minutes. 2 minutes because it's so cold out here. But anyways, we're gonna do a walk around with the car, show you some cool things on the outside, show you some cool things on the inside, then we're gonna drive it for a little bit. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Drop a like, subscribe. Let's get right into it. So beginning with the outside of the car, I'm gonna go through and show you guys some of my favorite things. Shashank's gonna weigh in on his opinion as someone who is not as versed with the car world as I am. He kind of adds a different perspective to our videos. Beginning with the wheels, we have kind of my least favorite feature of this car. I believe they're Dunlop tires. They're kind of bad. You know, the traction isn't very good. I'm not saying from personal experience that like I've ever spun out before. Like Shashank, we never spin out. Yeah. But I'm saying like if you were driving aggressively, you could easily spin out because of the Dunlop tires. For a car like this, they really should have. Are they even Dunlops? When it doesn't say the name of the tire, yeah, they are Dunlops. They are Dunlops. They're not great.
They would skid a lot.
They're not great. They're run flats. So like they're very low profile. You can see right here they're very thin, which is kind of absurd, which is why you can scrape these wheels so easily. You can see they're curved right down here. Just about all four of the wheels are curved, and we've taken like really good condition of this car. No matter what you do, they always get curved. It's impossible to keep them clean. But the chrome rims are nice. In my opinion, I would get black rims. I would rather see black rims, but the chrome rims are fine. We have the silver calipers right over there, the little brake calipers. You know, you guys know mine are red. I would go black car, black rims, red calipers. That's just kind of the look I like going for. So Shashank, anything else on the side of the car stand out to you? We also have the chrome around the door trim here, which is pretty common from these like middle luxury sedans. They're trying to start and die out a little bit. Again, this is a 2015, so those are kind of turning into more like black, like kind of a gloss black and less chrome, which I'm more of a fan of. But the gloss black or the chrome is all right. Also, the windows are not tinted. They kind of seem tinted right now because it's so damn cold out here. But they are not tinted, and I can see like with a 25% tint, this will look a lot better. And finally, we have the 3.7 badge up here because this is a 3.7 liter V6, naturally aspirated. We'll get to that later. Anything else, Shashank?
No. Nope.
Thoughts? Okay, let's move on to the front of the car. The front of the car is one of my favorite features about the car. I'm going to try and blur the plates just because this car is not registered under my name. So you know, if it, like my other car on my Focus, I really don't mind too much, but this car isn't registered in my name, so I will do my best to blur out the license plates. The headlights are not industry leading, but they still look pretty cool. The grille in the front is awesome. The bottom of the grille, I wish the bottom of the grille was more of a weave like on the top rather than just the lines that go across, but it still looks good. And obviously the front plate, if it were mine, the front plate would be gone super fast. But the headlights right here, we do have LED running lights, which from 2015, these were actually quite modern, not too far off from like the Audi, BMW lights. I think those look a little bit better, but they still look pretty good. I'm a pretty big fan of them. We have the fog lights down here as well. Let me go turn the fog lights on really fast. Okay, now we got to figure it out. Now the headlights are on as well as the fog lights. The headlights had to be on first before I just had the running lights on. Right down here. That's very bright. It's a good look though. My battery is already low and this was a full battery. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on, guys. These are new batteries at the bottom line. Maybe they're broken or something. I don't know. We're going to see if we can get through this video though. Moving on to the back of the car, I am going to blur the plates again for the same reasons as before. But the back of the car is my favorite part of this car. It's kind of a controversial thing, a controversial topic after speaking with some friends. So Shashank, what stands out to you?
Probably, you know, just the lights.
The taillights?
Yeah,
the taillights, of course, yeah. The taillights, LED running lights. I think they look great. So Sean, could you do me a favor? Can you go tap the brake really quick? Do you know which one is the brake?
Yeah.
You know which one is the brake, right? Okay. Tap the brake really quick. Let's see the brake lights come on. Yeah, so those are the brake lights. Not a huge difference. All right, we're good. Sick. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. So Shank's out here. Putting in work.
Yeah.
So we can get more content, and I'm not moving the camera because I don't want to do more work and I'm editing out the plates. But also, we have the dual exhaust down here. It does sound very good. We'll get there very soon. The chrome bars, I'm not a huge fan of. I would black those out if it were me, but you know, they still look good. LED running lights, all-wheel drive, Q50. All right, guys, and moving on to the inside of the vehicle. It's a little cold in here. Windshield's defogging right now. Got those heated up. The camera lens is fogging up a little bit too, but now it says I have full battery, so I don't know what's going on here. But first off, we have the steering wheel. The steering wheel is my least favorite part of this car. There's no flat bottom. It should have a flat bottom wheel. There's no paddle shifters. That's only the Q50S. The wheel itself is just kind of ugly. Let's hear the horn really quick. That's what the horn sounds like. It's a normal horn. But the wheel definitely could have a lot better. It could be improved a lot, and really they haven't changed it at all in a while. The 2018 one is pretty much the same as this. You know, the leather is decent quality. The other thing with the wheel is it's super stiff. After driving the replacement for this car, which I'll be sharing with in the next video, it has dynamic steering, which is way better, which means that when you're going really slow, the wheel gets super light, so it's easy to control, and like you're in a parking lot, you can steer with like 2 fingers, or like 1 finger even. And then when you're on the highway going really fast, then the steering tightens up, so like, you know, you're not going all over the place, and it's like easy to keep in your lane. The problem with this car is it's just always super tight, and like it's not the tightest wheel I've ever driven. Like I've driven a BMW X1, that was way tighter than this. It's not the tightest wheel I've ever driven, but it just isn't consistent. Like it's always really tight, but then like sometimes it's more than others, and like it pulls super hard on the highway to the sides. It's really hard to keep this car in a lane. I don't like the wheel. But that's about the extent of the things I don't like with the interior. Everything else is great. It has a dual touchscreen right here. You can have maps on top, your phone on the bottom. You can control like all the audio stuff down here and music, things like that. I believe my phone is hooked up right now, or audio's off right now. But yeah, you get the point. You get maps on top, audio on the bottom. They're both touchscreens. They're very responsive. It's not exactly the level of like your phone per se, but it's pretty close. Like you touch it. No, I'm looking at the camera, so I'm missing the button. Here we go. You touch it. You know, you feel a little, like, you hear that little click. It does give you feedback. It's not the same as a phone, of course. I know, like, the new Audis and things like that, they really, they talk about how they boast that their touchscreens are, like, the same quality as, like, your cell phones. It's not the same, but it's quite similar. Other than that, the speedo's good, the tach's good. One thing is that this car does not have a digital speedometer, which is insane, in my opinion. I don't know how they never added digital speedometer to this car, but it doesn't have it. There's all these different options up here, you know, like average speed, but no current speed. I don't know why, but yeah, that's the thing. It's a little thing, but when you're used to a digital speedometer, it is kind of hard to figure out, hey, what does this other speedometer mean? Also notice the speedometer does go to 180 miles per hour. I don't believe this car does. I believe this car goes to like 150. Maybe with mods you get to 180 though. I'm sure you could. That's about it for the interior though. Besides that, we do have my favorite feature that my Ford Focus does not have. The sunroof right up here. Which is something
hella cold
maybe a lot of people take for granted. The sunroof's kind of sick though. You can stick your hand out, you stick your head out. You know, you can just crack it if you want while you're driving, get some air. Like, you know, you roll down the side windows and your hair gets all messed up. Then you're like, your hair's all over the place, you can't do that. You open the sunroof, your hair's good. You can like crack it. Right here, you just pull this thing right here. And now it's cracked. Close it up again. Kind of a cool feature. It's a small thing, but something you appreciate when you daily drive a Ford Focus. And finally, these cars, this car does have leather seats, as you can see, which is another thing that kind of underappreciated, but it's really good quality leather. No like quilting or anything like that. It's just kind of basic leather. It does have heated seats, no cooled seats. Heated seats right here. The shifter is a normal shifter. You can shift into forward and back, like you can switch gears on here because there are no paddle shifters. You can still switch gears. It's a sport stick. There's also a drive mode selector right here, so you can switch to sport mode, which is kind of cool. You can see the car, like how the different drive modes change. I think that's kind of a cool touch in my opinion. And finally, there is a little dial right here to control all the different screens and infotainment system. I'm gonna be honest, I've like never even used this thing. There's no reason to have that because these are touchscreens. So I don't even know why this is here. I think you can twist it, you can push it to the sides, you can press it. It's not very functional in my opinion. The touchscreens are great, the dial, not so much. Okay, so now is the part of the video that you guys have all been waiting for. We're gonna get a startup. Admittedly, it's not a cold startup. We were just in the car, but also we were in the car earlier, so it wouldn't have been a cold startup either way. It is quite cold out though, so it's still gonna be decently cold. So Sean's gonna get the sound for you guys. I'm gonna start it up, rev it a little bit, and then do a couple pulls up and back, and then we'll get on the road and actually start driving.
I don't think you guys see it.
There it is.
Not yet.
Okay, we got the cold startup, we got some pulls. We're in our school's parking lot right now and no teachers have yelled at us yet, so I think we're good to go. Now we're gonna get on the road and drive it for a little bit, and yeah, here we go. Teacher? Is that a teacher?
That is a teacher.
That is a teacher. We have confirmed this is a teacher. We will be driving very slowly and responsibly. Especially because I'm sure she just heard us. And she is gonna judge us very hard. If she sees me, I'm gonna go to the right. We good. We out here making moves. A quick moment of silence for this F-150 on the right. I don't know what happened. Moment of silence. Okay, we're good. Continue. Again, the wheel isn't terrible. Like, it's not terribly stiff, but it's just not consistent. Like, sometimes it's really heavy, and sometimes it's really, like, it's the opposite of, like, dynamic. Like, dynamic is supposed to be consistently good. This is just consistently bad. I'm gonna turn out here, make sure it's clear. And I'm gonna give it some gas so you guys can hear it. And then now listen for the downshifts, my favorite part of this car. The downshifts sound absolutely amazing in this car in my opinion. Oh, that's... Okay, we went red on red there, we're good though. There's also a police officer over there, but we are abiding by the law. This is a 40-mile-per-hour road and we are going 40 miles per hour, so he is not concerned with us, he went the other way. So Shank, any thoughts?
No man, the usual. It's just nice, but
downshift's my favorite part of this car. A little scary? Yeah, oh, I never got to the engine as well. I said I was gonna talk about the engine, I never did. It's a naturally aspirated 3.7 liter V6, which is interesting because, as you guys know, not very many cars are naturally aspirated anymore. Oh gosh, the CRV is taking forever to do a U-turn. Come on, CRV. There we go. Going up the hill now, there we go. And that 3.7 liter V6 is completely naturally aspirated, so there's no turbochargers, there's no superchargers, which means there's a ton of opportunity to make this car way faster than it already is. I haven't seen too many online, but I'm sure there's people out there who have twin turboed this car, and right now it was like a 5.5 0 to 60, I believe. So I'm sure with a twin turbo, you could get this up to like a 5-second, maybe even like a 4.5 second 0 to 60. This car has a lot of capabilities, a lot of potential to be very fast and very fun. There's a lot of people who do stands for Q50s. If you look online, I saw an awesome one at Stands for Seattle this past year. It was like silver with white rims, and if you were at Stands for Seattle, I'm sure you remember the car. So that's kind of, if I was able to keep this car, that's what I would do. Or I could totally see myself buying a Q60 in the future. The Q60s are just the coupe versions of the Q50. But anyways, this has been the Q50 on the road. I think we're gonna end this video now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like and comment down below on what you want to see in future videos. Also, hopefully soon I will be making a video on the replacement for this car, which will be coming, if we have it now, but it'll be coming to the channel hopefully in the next couple weeks. So thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.
peace.
Say that it feels right.